Boom.
Back at it again.
What up?
All right.
We're here.
BigWill.
D-Money.
X.
We're here to talk about something I cannot wrap my head around.
Rap.
Reptilians.
Reptile bar.
It's just look, I believe a lot of things. How do I explain it, man?
You're a true believer.
A true believer of a lot of conspiracies. But the number one thing that's been told to me that I cannot wrap my head around, the world is ruled by giant lizards.
They all extinct, right?
Giant lizards.
The dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're dinosaurs. Gone.
And it's the whole nine. People who believe this is the whole nine. Queen Elizabeth babies.
Obama.
Come on,
Queen
man.
Elizabeth has
She's a lizard.
a cloning center where she beats clones. It's crazy. But
She's trying to stay alive.
but I can't seem to wrap my head around it. To get a little bit more insight, we're gonna have a special guest other than X, Augustus Goldman. We're gonna call him up right now and see what he believes.
He's a fact checker. He's gonna check the facts.
Tell us what's what.
FaceTime him or something.
Nah, that boy ain't gonna FaceTime.
Oh, he put you on silent.
Hello.
Augustus.
Hello.
Yeah, Augustus. You hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
All right. So you live. We talk about this this reptilian thing. Tell us where it originated. Tell us what you know, and tell us what side you on, man. Because I can't seem to wrap my head around this.
Can't send the rabbit. Well, man, I think that there's always a lot of different sides to every story. And neutrality is really the best stance to take with most things. As far as I know, it was postulated by David Icke sometime in the 90s. It's really hard to say, It's really hard to say.
Augustus, but you told me once upon a time, I told you I can't wrap my head around it, and you're like, why not? I mean, do you think the world is
I think
ruled by giant lizards?
We need facts, though, man. We need visual evidence.
No.
All right, so first let me touch on that by saying that, perspectives change. As you assimilate more knowledge, your perspective has to change and adjust to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my perspective is always that it could be possible, right? Do I personally think that reptilians run the government? I'm gonna have to say no.
That would suck.
But as a possibility, you don't know.
But Augustus, X over here says that if it is a possibility, where the eggs at? Most reptiles have eggs.
Yeah, they lay eggs, bro.
You gotta have hospitals full of eggs, right?
What? What is it, Jurassic Park?
No, it's just the truth. Like, reptiles lay eggs. So if they're reptilian people, there gotta be some eggs somewhere.
You're right, man. I mean, there's a lot of other, if they did run if reptilians were in charge of the government, I mean, you'd have to think there would have to be other clues too, right?
What if they're being
David
cloned, though?
Icke, a lot of people. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say a lot of people, but he was asked if he had ever seen a reptilian, and at that particular point, my dog was like, "No, I've seen eyes go from the circular people to a slanted one, the slit, rather." But I've never actually seen a reptilian.
So real quick, how much do you actually know about David Icke?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's as much as the next guy.
Because in the same around the same time that he came up with that theory, he went on TV in the UK while talking about soccer and announced that he was the son of God and that the UK was gonna face earthquakes and tsunamis.
Okay.
It's
But
just.
I'm saying, like,
Basically, he's saying the man's batshit crazy.
like,
That shit crazy.
Well,
if
I
he
mean,
didn't
if you
have
wanna take
anything
that
bad
route-
on
Hold
it,
on.
all right, I'll let it go.
Go ahead.
If you want to take, if you want to take that route, you also got to consider that, that story, right, of the government being infiltrated by some sort of other type of being from some other sort of existence or whatever. That idea, that's not his original idea either. I mean, you got to.
No, but Augustus, hold on. The government being infiltrated by aliens, which I honestly believe is possible, and the government being infiltrated by giant reptiles, I feel it's like left and right. Augustus, what do you think?
I don't want to get abducted, bro.
I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not left and right.
But what makes you say so? Because I mean, an alien is an alien, or a giant lizard is a giant.
Have you ever seen either?
I can't say that I have. No.
You look like a damn alien, fool.
Well, okay, so that's my point, dog. If you've never seen either, then who are you to say that one is separate from the other? They could be the same thing.
Shapeshifters.
In his defense, though, a lot of the people in the UFO community are pretty out their mind too. So, like,
But they seen crazy shit, dog. I don't know that you can have a whole city seeing crazy shit, dog.
no.
But
I'm
I mean,
talking about the heavy
okay.
hitters.
But here's my thing: more UFOs have been documented than scaly people. Come on, man. I mean, that's just my.
Okay. I mean, when you're thinking about actually seeing these reptilians, right? You also got to remember that supposedly they can shapeshift, so they can hide their true form, their true essence, and if you really, David Icke talks about energy, right, and frequencies, and harmonies, and things of that nature, right? So he says that these beings resonate on a different sort of frequency than we do, different sort of, I guess, a different energy level. He described it like a TV and how you change the channels. Each one is a different frequency, all sharing the same space, right? So, assuming that was true, if they were right behind you, controlling you, you wouldn't even be able to see them.
In rebuttal, H.P. Lovecraft talked about that too, and H.P. Lovecraft was a horror fiction writer. And yeah, he predates David Icke. And also Robert Lee, writer of Conan the Barbarian, had a story about the Serpentmen that did the exact same things that these the conspiracy of the reptilians cover. They could shapeshift, they took over the people. Atlantis was in that story.
Okay. I mean, that's all great information. I feel like you're telling me that information as if you feel like I'm supporting the reptilian theory. I told you guys from the beginning that I was neutral.
Augustus, I feel where you're coming from. My thing is, and I also understand where you're coming from with the whole alien and reptilian thing, where they might be one and the same. But there's been documented experiences with people who say Justin Bieber shapeshifted. I'll show you the news article. There's an experience with Justin Bieber supposedly shapeshifted. Other people
Justin Bieber
shapeshifted.
fans, bro.
It's just
love you, bro. This guy bashing Justin Bieber.
I'm not bashing him. I think it's crazy. So, and supposedly the hierarchy goes: the Illuminati runs us, the great aliens run them, and the reptilians rule everything. Have you heard of that?
That specific hierarchy. No, I don't.
Bro, William, I think you an alien, fool. You just trying to misguide us, dog. You just trying to throw us off. He trying to throw us off. Big ass alien.
It's just.
So wait, hold on. So where's this plane going?
I mean, I called you to get a different perspective, Augustus. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that I know for a fact you're more open-minded than most. You understand what I'm saying? No. I mean, you really think outside the box. I mean, I think believing in reptilians is as crazy as the flat Earth theory, but of course, that's a different.
Wait, hold on.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
There it is.
No.
Yo.
Hold on.
Oh no, I have nothing to say about flat Earth. Going back to the reptilians, right? But again, I guess just playing the devil's advocate a little bit here. If you consider the other stuff that David Icke is talking about outside of the actual reptilians themselves and what they do and their purpose and whatever, do you think that stuff is not true?
What are you talking about though?
Well, just do you think it's wrong for someone to try to I guess increase people's awareness of the things that are happening in the world that they live in?
I feel like I gotta see it though to believe it.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
that type of person.
I'm not a very
No.
easygoing
Augustus, I can't be with them in the sense that I have to see it to believe it, because there's just some things that are blatantly obvious, like HARP. You guys know about HARP?
Bro, come on, man.
I've heard of it.
About that, though.
Don't believe
that's
someone.
another thing that he talks about as well. Art, that is.
No, I that's something I don't need to see to believe, and there's a lot of things I don't need to see to believe. But it's just, again, because like I said in the beginning of the video.
Wait, but why is that? Why HARP is something that you don't need to see to believe, but there are other things that you do.
Like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't consider myself gullible, but I consider myself more open-minded to a certain extent, like you. But Augustus, I'm sorry, giant lizard people.
All right, so final conclusion.
Hold
I
on.
mean, look at it like this, right? Look at it right. Can you from your experience, can you conclude that they do not exist unequivocally? Can you say that, right?
I can't really prove it.
I can't say unequivocally, but
I can't prove that they do.
It's the
So
same.
it's like
X, go ahead. Hold on, X.
Hold on. That's my point. If you can't unequivocally say that it does not exist, then there's still even the smallest possibility that it could.
I can say the same thing about unicorns, though, and it doesn't mean that a unicorn may act like, in the sense of it being a horse that's magical with one horn. I highly doubt, Again, you're right, I can't say 100% because there are variables in the world and you got to account for that stuff. But highly doubt there's a magical unicorn out there just because I haven't seen it.
I don't believe in uniforms or unicorns.
Oh, okay. It's not about unicorns, bro.
That was just an example. It could have been a lot of things.
I mean, dude, unicorns aside, man, you live in a world you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on out there.
Augustus, I just feel
what's going on out there.
Augustus, I just feel that the reptilian theory is just something that people need to believe in.
You need to.
They need to believe
or
in.
they need to be aware of.
No,
it's
don't
just
need to
something.
believe anything,
something to
dog.
keep them busy.
It's just something to keep them busy. It's something to keep them.
Man.
Go ahead, Augustus. We're listening.
Again, dealing the devil's hand. Maybe it was a red herring.
What do you mean?
So maybe if dude would have came out and said, "Hey, look, man, there's all this crazy stuff going on in the world, right? Like you got HARP going on, you have Trilateral Commission, you got Bohemian Grove, you got all this crazy stuff going on, and these people supposedly run the world." If he just came out and said, "Yo, this is that type of stuff. This stuff is going on," would you have listened to him? Not you specifically. This is speaking more.
But the Trilateral Commission, the Bohemian Grove, is something that's been proven, though, Augustus.
Yeah, and that again, that's like on a human basis. That's not lizard people doing things.
Wow, I feel like you guys you guys ate some raw steaks tonight, huh? I mean, I get that. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but Doug, I mean, all I can say is that we should take a more open, neutral approach. We can't disprove it, so maybe it's not.
So I say we do a search
Maybe
party.
it's not
We go looking for these motherfuckers.
Now, as far as reptilians, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just a herring dog. Maybe he said that to get people's attention. You know, it's the attention grabber. So then that way he could go and sell, you know, the numerous books, it's like 20 books and 10 DVDs, whatever, all that stuff. Y'all give him his money, and all he's doing is telling y'all the stuff that's going on in the world that y'all living in.
Augustus, so closing thoughts, man. I mean, closing thoughts from everyone. Me personally, it's crazy, bro. It's people are insane. Look, hold on. Me personally, people are insane. D-Money, what do you think?
I think if fucking reptiles are controlling us, they've been doing a good fucking job, because I ain't know shit.
X?
Damn.
I don't know. The knowing what I know about David Icke as a person, like, to me, there's certain things in life that, like, that kind of shine, and that if you fit into those, it's really hard for me to believe the things that you're saying.
Augustus, closing thoughts.
That's funny. Man, look, I think that you don't know what you don't know. All right? I mean, we don't, there are so many rules and regulations to keep us so tied down. We don't even know what's going on the coast. You know what I'm saying? We can't just get up and go wherever we want, however we want to, without there being some type of problem or some sort of bureaucratic process that we got to go to or go through. All I'm saying is that, man, just don't discount things because a person falls into a societal box, or if you know, don't discount things because of things that society has told you to do.
That's true.
We don't know. We don't know. There might be aliens. The reptilians might be aliens. I don't know how he decided to come out with that theory. Like I said, it wasn't an original theory. I know that. There's a book from the 1930s, The Shadow King, that he
Robert Howard wrote.
whatever. And
Robert Howard?
Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, I think so. And then Zachariah Stitchin wrote a book about the Anunnaki, and then he kind of just put that together.
Yeah,
I understand that,
one was fiction.
but think about the other stuff that he said after that. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if he's right or if he's wrong. I don't know if there's
I would just told one of those. I would just told.
We're gonna die and we're not gonna know. So who cares?
Hey, Augustus, I would just told one of those books you just named was fiction.
Huh?
I was just told one of those books you named was fiction.
Okay.
You ever seen the movie Cole back in the day? I don't know how old you are. You seen the movie Cole?
What is it called?
Cole, Kull. He was like a whack Conan the Barbarian. It didn't do too well in the box office.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Anyways, it's like a Conan the Barbarian, a set piece from Atlantis, and that book that you claim from Robert Howard, it's fiction. It's like another different Conan the Barbarian.
Okay.
Augustus.
So, yeah, that's great. That's all of them sharing the same idea, and then David Icke using it to give it.
Yo,
Augustus. So
we're gonna go.
I mean, it's a long debate.
Really, it's a long video.
Just want to know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know you believe reptile people are ruling us.
If there's one reptile wish that does exist, it's Reptar, dog.
You said reptile. This BigWill,
D-Money.
X.
and Augustus Goldman signing out.
Peace out.